have a butt here, but just to let you know, I'm not going to be that long. It's in like 45 font. It's not, it's a lot of pages, but it's big writing so I can read it. So good afternoon, thank you. Veterans, welcome home. As a veteran, I'm humbled and honored to be selected as this year's Grand Marshal, and I thank you for that honor. This November 11th marks 106 years of celebrating Armistice, or Veterans Day. We remember the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918 when the guns fell silent in an armistice that ended World War I. It was called the War to End All Wars, but unfortunately that was not to be the case. My granduncle, Private First Class William Eugene Brown, United States Army, was wounded just 30 minutes before the armistice was to take place. He spent a year in the hospital recovering from his wounds, and he died a young man in 1940, a direct result of his war injuries. My father told me that Uncle Bill had to sleep in a chair because of the gassing he was exposed to in combat with the 26th Infantry Yankee Division. My granduncle was a veteran's veteran, and his pride of serving is clearly visible in family photographs. So fast forward to 1954, when Armistice Day was changed to Veterans Day to honor all veterans of all eras. Since its creation, we've sent thousands more to war. After World War II, military service members have fought in Korea, Vietnam, Lebanon, Panama, Somalia, Grenada, the Persian Gulf, Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan, and served in harm's way and numerous other places around the globe in the global war on terrorism. Many have answered the call and taken the oath to uphold the U.S. Constitution and ensure that America stands ready to defend its national security and our freedoms and interests. How many others will raise their hand in service to our nation over the next several decades? How will they be called to defend it? How much will they and their families sacrifice in doing so? How will they be treated as veterans? I am grateful to be here with you to honor all the veterans who came before us, those who stood alongside us, and those who will come after us. I know through God's grace that I am here today while other shipmates are not. Veterans, service members, please raise your hand to be singled out if you're a veteran. Thank you very much for your service. Let's also take a moment to acknowledge those family members who have helped shoulder the weight of war and the burdens of sacrifice. To the Gold Star mothers, fathers, siblings, spouses, and children of our military men and women, thank you. Your service and sacrifice represent the best of us and the best of America. We salute you and appreciate the great costs that often come with serving. Veterans Day is a time when we remind our fellow Americans to stop and say thank you to those who served in our military. Those simple words are important, but they're just the beginning. I encourage you, whether civilian, veteran, dig deeper, ask questions, and listen. Take an interest in the experiences and sacrifices of those who follow us to live out our own stories in a country that is safe and free. Doing so is more powerful than you know. Veterans, I encourage each and every one of you to participate in the Library of Congress Veterans History Project and tell your story of your service and have it recorded for posterity. Just imagine if the technology available today had been available during the Revolutionary War. and you could now watch and listen to your ancestors tell of their experiences at Bunker Hill or the terrible winter at Valley Forge. Thank you for taking time to honor our veterans today. I like a quote from President John F. Kennedy, who said in August of 1963, "Any man," and I'll put in there any woman, "who may be asked in this century what he or she did to make his or her life worthwhile, I think can respond with a good deal of pride and satisfaction. I served in the United States Navy." Thank you for coming. God bless you. God bless our troops and our veterans, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.